All right, these drops are only accessible by seaplane. Product's loaded up and ready to go when you are.
Why, hello, how you doing? How can I help? I can do it, but not for long. You'll have a minute.
That's a successful sale. Ha ha! The funds are transferring. Long John out!
Come on, you piece of crap. Yeah. If you say so.
How about this? The supplies we need just got confiscated by the cops.
What can I do for you?
Report any suspicious behavior to your department head. The honest have nothing to fear.
That's what we were looking for. LJT over.
Good purchase. You can't go wrong with any of this stuff. We got pretty much everything. All my windows at home covered by 2x4s. Live and love.
nothing unless you're running your own bar. You gotta go in with me.
Whatevs.
Hey, you are straight tripping. Come on.
I'm so fucking tired of this irony shit. It's like these morons don't even realize
What?
it's all been
Are you
done
asking
and
me
done
out,
to death.
Reverend?
Can't I just update my life invader and dock with...
Hi, boss.
Boss is here.
Enjoy it, buddy. This is our place. We need more people here. Rub up on someone else.
I like this scene. Okay. Hold it together.
a pirate last week. Leto pop on every...
All right, so what we got? The buyer's people want to keep an eye on this. They're going to guide you from a helicopter. Go out, meet them, and signal you're there with a flare. Then follow the chopper and look out for their signal for where to make the drop. It's simpler than it sounds.
That's a hell of a ride you got.
Okay, so...
Filmmakers, writer.
With the help of my sidekick, Hochi Ben, and my Indian spirit guide, Wandering Hand. In Exploder, Evacuator Part 2, I marry America and save my family by killing more foreigners. Special needs cop, I became a school teacher to bust a drug ring moving coke to a school for special needs children. I was the biggest. I was the best. Then, everything went to shit. I was convicted of a crime I probably didn't commit.
So I just spent a few years in the joint. Prison changes a bit. But I knew that Vinewood and my fans would be here. Hey, Carl, take care of your dick. Freedom, here I come. Where is everybody? Jack's back! Fortunately, America moved on. And that's why I'm here. It's like nobody remembered the war. Now it's all about fighting terrorism on computers, using drones and women. In the old days, we fought evil using survivor knife sets and steroids. It was a lot better back then. There's one thing I've learned being an action hero movie star. It's that Vinewood never moves on! I'm back, bitches! And there's nothing you can do about it! The 80s are never. You don't just turn off the 80s!
I'm Rufus Bellows. I just signed Jack as a client. This is our first big meeting. First one, number one. I gotta be honest, I'm a little bit nervous. Every time I gotta meet a star, the nerves get going, because mostly up until now, I've only worked with talking animals and midgets, so, you know. It's time to get pro, baby!
Who is it?
It's Rufus, your agent.
Come in. What do you want?
Whoa, hey, Jack, whoa, lower the piece, bro. It's me, Rufus. You gonna go big places with me? Remember, I'm your new agent, Jack.
You know, the last one didn't work out so good.
I know a guy that can clean that up for you. Total DNA removal. You know, I should give you a card.
What can you do for me?
And what can you do for me?
I could give you some tough love for starts. Are those jars of urine in there?
Hey, stay out of there. I will mow you down.
What's with Crystal's see-through slippers in the chair here? She dead?
She's meditating.
Jack? Jack! I am a huge fan, Jack. I am so excited that you're out of prison. And you're ready to make your comeback. You're gonna claw your ass up that Vinewood signboard. You're gonna take a dump on everybody down below. But if you're gonna do those things, you need to just explain to me what's going on with the puppet here.
Hey, this is not a puppet. That's Ho Chi's sock.
So it's like a therapy thing, like a coping mechanism?
Hey, I don't cope. I kill.
Yeah, this is closure. This is closure.
I got it. All right, hey, a little bit of role-playing never hurt anybody, huh? I'm worried about Jack. I'm worried about him, all right? I knew things were bad. I didn't know they were this bad. Jack, I'm the guy that's gonna turn your career around.
His career is just fine, Rufus. You got a problem with that? He's still on top. He's still #1, Rufus. The kid's still #1. Hey,
He's hoarding urine in there. You saw it. He's talking to a sock puppet. He's got these patriotic, delusions of grandeur. This is gonna be a fucking gold mine. You smell that? You smell it? You smell it? Home run, baby. Over the fence!
Hey, life's been tough since I left prison and befriended Asylum. But Ho Chi really understands me. And this agent seemed like the kind of guy who could get my career back on track. Making action movies about Asians and East Europeans. Oh, I couldn't wait.
neither could I.
Now, Jack, I want to talk to you about my fee. It's a little high, but you get what you pay for. 40%. No negotiation.
Oh, no, I want 60%. No less. All right?
Hey, you drive a hard bargain.
Okay. We did it.
Great to have you on board.
Way to go.
Don't touch Jack.
All right, Ho-Chi, okay.
Easy, Ho-Chi.
We called in a crew of guys that do crime scene cleanup to get all the hoarder stuff out. Jack was not happy to let things go.
Nobody takes my piss!
Nobody takes our pee-pee.
But we finally got the place cleaned up. Yeah, almost.
Hello.
After all this women's work, it was time to get down to business.
Rufus, I'd like to pitch my new movie to you.
Okay.
I infiltrated Chinese business, and I bomb all the factories where the kids make the MP3 players,
And I bring all the jobs back to America!
and then I get these Chinese bankers, you know, that keep America's debt hostage. And I mow them down, and I get myself some napalm. And then I say to the fellas, hey, fellas!
Jackie, listen. I love the whole stick it to the Chinese angle.
Super.
But people, they're a bit more sensitive now. The 80s are over,
The 80s aren't over. I'll say when the 80s are over.
The 80s are never over. You don't just turn off the 80s!
Hey, Jackie, okay.
You know, I walk down the street now, people recognize me, people scream out at me.
Baby killer!
I never meant to kill that baby!
He's innocent. He thought it was a chicken.
Yeah, that's all.
I thought it was a chicken!
That's all in the past now. Sit down. It's all in the past.
How could it be in the past? In the 80s, I could fly an attack helicopter. I could bomb any peasant village I wanted. And I could feel up any girl that I saw on the street.
They were movies. They weren't real. Now, we got to get you real. I want you living a whole fake life online. That's step number one. We're getting you a Life Invader page. We're getting you a Bleeder account. And I want you posting all kinds of stupid, annoying opinions, okay? So we got them online. And then people started to make negative comments about them. And then we had a major setback.
Go to hell!
You know what, Jack? If you go around killing every asshole that talks shit on the internet, you're gonna have a few million assholes to kill.
Get some ammo, get some extra body bags, and get an extra large popcorn, because it's gonna be a long night. That's a quote.
That's a quote from when Jack was popular.
Oh, yeah. It's a quote from yourself. And you know what? I'm pitching your movie. Nobody's biting.
What if I had a sex tape?
Like this. Hey, you got boop, 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 boop. And she's
Bro.
like a boop, and I'm like a boop.
I'm directing this picture because it's gonna be a #1 hit.
Chinese people, who wants to get killed in a movie?
Get in the car. Let's go. Let's go.
problem?
Let's go.
I was inside a lady.
Imagine. Nothingness so pristine it's as far as the eye can see. Imagine being at the beach every day, but this beach is 400 miles wide and there's no water. Imagine the peace and tranquility of a place utterly devoid of life, like living on the moon, but with snakes. For millions of years, people lived where the water was, until now. The Gran Sonora Desert. Come live where there's nothing there.
In 1950, the first Up and Atom restaurant opened. Life was simpler then. The 50s were a sacred time for our nation. Good, clean food, happy, homogenous people, and well-segregated communities. An enemy we understood and could control with the threat of nuclear apocalypse. Such was the excitement of the atomic age. That can-do American spirit is in our DNA at Up and Atom. We invented the triple burger, the 10-slice of bacon triple cheese melt, and extra creamy jumbo shake. And of course, the legendary two-way speaker box for people that are too lazy to get out of their cars to eat. We don't succumb to trendy health fads. At Up and Atom, we've kept many of the same menu items. We still serve up all of your weekly saturated fat, salt, and sugar needs in one convenient setting. Up and Atom, food from when we were morally superior.
Kung Fu Rainbow Laser Force.
We're reclaiming the rainbow!
Kung Fu Rainbow Laser Force, the upper middle class superhero team that protects your innocence any way they can. They are Tallulah, Sebastian Caden, Zoe, Quota, and Dirk.
We don't tolerate different.
We're heterosexual overdance!
Fight evil in multicolored skin, tie car off suspended.
How? I'm happy to wait.
I don't even need to masturbate!
I did it all on the face of justice. Sex is bad.
And violence is good!
Gonna save the neighborhood from sex.
Kung Fu Rainbow Laser Force.
And what does science teach us that caused the dinosaurs to go extinct, Tallulah?
A giant meteor?
No, not a giant meteor.
Oh.
Sebastian Caden?
A huge flood?
That's right, Sebastian. A giant flood that in fact destroyed the dinosaurs and the Romans. Now, we as a civilization face an equally devastating threat from the environment. Now, what is that threat? Quota.
Climate change?
Correct, climate change. Ergo, a dangerous change in our moral climate that makes us stop caring about the terrible menace that will alter the future of civilization as we know it. Yes, I am talking about a football game. Now, this weekend's big game against our arch rivals, Wickenburg Canyon High. These are evil, evil people that must be stopped. Now, next week we'll move on to the insect family and the important role abstinence plays in their survival. You see, family is important, people, and everyone in this school is like family. And that's why we don't sleep with each other, as incest is just icky.
Mr. Hitzman, did you really mean what you said?
Oh, yes. Crickets do talk, and they love waiting for that special person to make
baby crickets with in a creative and loving way. Now, one day, when I've mastered my inappropriate longings, I hope to meet an understanding Mrs. Hitzman and have some little baby Hitzmans running around. We'd probably get a Manny to play with them and help out around the house a bit. Perhaps he would be a strapping German boy with brown shirt and big muscles and an enigmatic laugh that said more than words ever could. And then in summertime, he'd work topless, his Aryan sweat producing a glimmering sheen off his sizable...
No, about the end of the world.
Oh, yes, of course, but you guys are going to stop it. Observe Wickenburg Canyon High, state-funded.
Oh my God, ew!
There are some very dark things going on there in the name of so-called science. In fact, our recent intel tells us they are harvesting souls. That's right, millions of little souls called stem cells. Now, Team, stem cells are harvested from a pregnant woman's belly button near that smelly, disgusting hole thing they have down there.
Is that called a vagina?
Yuck! Don't even say it! I believe the male member is much more elegant and surprising. Why, one time, I was playing a game of sword fights with my
Sir, about saving the world?
Yes, we have to stop them. You see, they want to build a mutant army and give people extra arms and legs so they can win at football and fondle your wives and daughters at the same time.
Really?
Really! Hey, where's Dirk?
Hey, team! Kung Fu Rainbow Laser Force, yeah!
Dirk?
Oh, yeah, sorry I'm tardy. I'm just so full of school spirit, you know? Parvenu Hills rules, woo!
That's okay, Dirk. You're good at sports, so we turn a collective blind eye to your remedial level reading skills.
I can't read.
I know you can't. Lack of basic manners, mistreatment of classmates, and the fact that you're 25 years old and have yet to come close to graduating.
Oh, thank you, Hillary. Mr. Hitzman.
Yes, I was just telling the team about some of the terrible stuff that's been going on at Wickenburg.
Wickenburg can suck my nutsack, them boners!
Really? Can they? I mean, that won't be necessary, Dirk. Unless it would save America.
Now that would be controversial.
Maybe we should teach the controversy, Sebastian.
Atheists don't like that, sir. They like to present unproven theories made up by degenerates and transsexuals wearing dresses they call lab coats as if they're facts. Just like the fact that America is God's own country and our destiny is made manifest just like the earlier settlers did when they gave smallpox to the heathens so they could meet God quicker.
Very good, Quota.
Thank you, sir. I hope to one day be elected president, but based on my ability and integrity, not some liberal agenda which loves Muslims.
What a nice, noble, kind ambition. Although I hope to high hell it never comes true.
Me too, sir. I think I'll stick to basketball and making people feel uncomfortable when I talk to their daughter. I still don't have a date for the prom.
Oh, that's my boy. And I do mean boy in the most non-offensive way possible. Now, back to Wickenburg. I need you to do some reconnaissance. Listen closely. Here's what I'm thinking.
Kung Fu Rainbow Laser Force! Kung Fu Laser Rainbow Force!
No! Reconnaissance! Go in your school clothes and report back.
Kung Fu Rainbow Laser Force!
Oh my God, it's like a bomb went off. I know.
These people only have one home. How repulsive.
I imagine some of them share toilets. The very idea of putting my bottom where someone else's bottom has been. Ew.
Hey, knock it off. We gotta keep an eye out for the enemy.
I ain't scared of them. Handout kids and pregnant girls. They can clean my butthole. Can they?
Louisa, what are you doing here?
Who's she?
One of our house cleaners.
This is where I live.
Here? This slum?
This is a nice neighborhood. Besides, you only pay me $15,000 a year.
Now, Louisa, shh.
Shame-o on you-o. Don't go asking for handouts. My family has worked hard for what they've got. Why don't you take the rest of the week off without pay and think about this little incident?
You're terrible!
Why do you say that?
You should have just fired her on the spot. Giving her time off, she'll do what all poor people do. Abuse drugs and have another kid. And I mean that compassionately.
Oh my God! Look at that! Mortal sin at 3 o'clock.
Hey, stop right there!
What's your problem?
We're heterosexual virgins and you're our problem!
What? Why?
Don't push your luck, kid. I know how it goes. You start by holding her hands. Then it's a trip up and down the bases, fingering the tush. Then you fire off a big home run, and before you know it, you got a kid on your hands who's gonna live his whole life in prison.
Yeah, spending my parents' tax dollars.
We were only holding hands.
I bet you smoke pot. Poor people love the pot.
No, I have asthma, thank you.
I bet you pleasure yourself.
Sometimes, but what's that?
And what's this?
Pornography!
Amputee pornography!
That is a statue from the museum from the Renaissance. What are you talking about?
You fool! Museums are the worst. Subsidized dens of sin, leading people astray. My father says we should stop subsidizing decadent culture and start supporting things that really matter. Like the oil industry.
I think we already do that.
Shut up, pervert! He wants to chop your arms off and have sexual intercourse with you.
We have pledged to wait, and your indecency has just offended these lovely, impressionable girls.
Yeah!
I'm just a teenage boy.
You're a degenerate.
You're a dickhead.
Say that again.
We were only holding hands, but we have made out once.
No!
Look, I don't want a kid yet, and I have masturbated. So what? You are dickheads.
Kung Fu Rainbow Laser Force!
He was leading you astray.
And we saved you from a life of vice.
And prostitution and picking up cigarette butts looking for a fix.
If she isn't a streetwalker already.
Are you?
What?
Kung Fu Rainbow Laser Force!
Well, we saved those kids from unnatural desires.
It's true that sometimes the only way to manage teenage sex is by acts of extreme violence.
Which is good because violence is awesome.
Ew, this whole place smells so yucky.
Well, that's because we're near the school. Look, they're starting their spirit rally.
Stink pickle, rah, rah, rah!
Oh! It's horrible!
Are you okay?
I don't know. Something's wrong. My body's going through some changes.
I noticed.
I have these desires, and I can't control them.
Me too.
Desires to kill everyone in a violent, testosterone-fueled rage. My voice is changing, and I can shoot laser beams out of my eyes. Look! Feel my wrath, whore!
Let's get back to base. We need to regroup. Zoe? Don't make me smite you.
Yes. Smite me.
Kung Fu Rainbow Laser Force!
Team, that is the spirit. It's so good to see young people motivated in a positive way. Oh my, what happened to you guys?
It was horrible, Mr. Hitzman. The girls weren't wearing pants.
Please, the vapors are enough to kill a man. Do you hear me, Zoe and Tallulah? You've been cursed.
No.
Now, gather round. I have a plan. During tomorrow night's game, you sneak into the science wing of Wickenburg High, rescue the stem cells, and set them free in the forest, saving America in the process.
What's a plan?
Pay no attention to that now, Dirk, for it is time for the grand finale!
Barbara Hills Academy rules! Game on, Kung Fu Laser Girls, you hosers. You think you can defeat our alternative agenda quite so easily? Well, while you're out harvesting stem cells, we shall be harvesting you, eh? Hey? Ow!
Kung Fu Rainbow Laser Force!
The Life Invader tablet.
It's time to dock.
The future is now. Life Invader, the social networking site, announces its new tablet. It's not
technology.
It's your life. Live it the way you want. With a device that tells you what to do.
It's time to dock.
The Life Invader tablet. We've skipped a generation, so you don't have to.
Live tomorrow.
You will be connected to humanity. You will be docked.
Invasion never felt so good.
The Life Invader tablet.
The talent show America deserves. Fame or shame.
The winner gets $1 million and tours around the country before disappearing back to bitter obscurity.
The finals continue with Shemale Bop.
You guys are going to the finals.
Mimes on Fire.
Woo! What a talent! I have never seen someone set fire to their crotch before. Fantastic!
The most racist guy in America.
You all disgust me!
America loves you. You are in the finals.
Recorded live from the Vinewood Bowl. Who will win it all? Who will humiliate themselves in front of the world? Find out tonight on Fame or Shame, the finals. Now, please welcome your host, Laszlo.
Yeah! Oh, no, he didn't. Yes! Thank you! Thank you! Oh, God, thank you so much. It's great to be back. Thank you. Fame or Shame? Completely original television. Something you've never seen before. We've got desperados performing. We've got has-beens judging them. We've got an anodyne metrosexual holding everything together. We are down to the top acts. It's the finals! Yeah! And here are our Fame or Shame judges. Let's introduce, you love him, I love him, ladies and gentlemen, Hugh Harrison! Woo!
So, who are you calling a has-been?
Hugh, save the venom for the acts. They're not even out yet.
You have a stylist. What's he dressed you as? What do they call this look? Is that morgue chic? Gay romp. Is that what it is? Two gays, one cut. Look at you.
Oh my God. Come on, Hugh.
Ladies and gentlemen, Anita Mendoza!
Give the guy a break.
Guy or gay? Trapped so deep in the closet, his friends call him Mothball.
Okay. Listen, why are you so fascinated with my sexuality? I mean, are you even really British?
Of course. I'm from Staffordshire on Sea, mate.
Okay, right. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Imran Shanoa! Imran, you're awfully quiet. Like, normally by now you're throwing refreshing sponsor beverages at me.
I've been meditating, Laszlo.
Well, try not to do it on live TV, all right? You're putting America to sleep.
Me and ask me a question. Why does the metrosexual one dress like such a turd?
Hey, I'm not the one who cares about his performance tonight, all right? I've already won. It's Fame or Shame. We're all friends here. Friends who slightly loathe each other and say nasty things during contract renegotiations. And yes, before you ask, this is a Face brand watch.
Face, official chronograph of Fame or Shame.
Fantastic, Laszlo. And that reminds me, I'm just going to have a junk energy drink.
Junk, the official energy drink of Fame or Shame.
Really? I wanted a nice can of refreshing Sprunk.
Sprunk, the official soft drink of Fame or Shame.
Can I mention that I banged with Fleesa, so I've started paying for everything.
Fleesa, the official credit card of Fame or Shame.
Excellent. I love it. Subtle organic sponsor tie-ins. Nice.
Unlike your hair, you annoying poof.
Oh, you are too much. It's a combination of the accent and the incredibly witty lines.
Oh, yes. Well, the British, overweight, rainy rednecks who are always trying to sound smart. All right, let's get down to it. Enough of this nonsense. Tonight, in association...
they? Why do I care?
What? But they want to drill really deep and make a mess.
Why, they say that's the joy of fracking. Why, I'll bet this happy fellow is a top. I say what? Fracking is what makes the world go round. Everyone is free to frack who they want, what they want, and where they want. I myself would frack all the time if it weren't that my superpowers have adversely affected my fracking prowess. Oh yeah! I do love big, delicious penises. You have to help us, impotent rage. We're being oppressed. I've had about enough of your Stone Age outrage. You angry conservatives are all pent-up homosexuals yourselves!
Hey, but we're not conservatives, we're protesters. Hey, what's going on? What are you doing?
There! That should sort things out for everyone. You just keep on fracking, boys. Does anyone want a photo for their Life Invader page? I really do exist. And I prove not all closeted rich guys are creepy.
Oh, impotent rage. You're such an ignoramus.
Uberman! You littering peg! I was wondering when you turn up.
Oh, my suit is so fancy. This suit is actually pleasuring me right now. Oh, who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Yang! You've worked yourself up into such a liberal lather that you actually ended up helping the opposition. These are natural gas wells that pollute the environment, not 3 old queens into P&P.
What? Oh, no! What have I done? Maybe I'll donate some money to charities. Build a statue of a kid in a wheelchair? That will clear my conscience.
I've come to save the day again. From you. The common herd needs a genetically superior synthetic fiber-clad sociopath lunatic to look up to. Not a soy latte sipping dweeb with a flaccid... Well, you get the point. But first, I'm off to drill some oil wells in environmentally sensitive wetlands. Goodbye, impotent rag.
No! I must stop him. To the impotent mobile electric car! Initiate solar panel sequence! Right away! Oh, God! Damn it! I hate you! Why must the conservatives always win?
This is America. Our fires burn bright, especially in the trash barrels that keep people warm, or after a riot because there's no jobs. America is hurting. We're at each other's throats, wondering if this country can ever come back from the abyss while bankers loot the coffers. The thing about steel, it's hot and cold at the same time, like a woman or Lady Happiness. We made the problems, and we're solving them together, because we're in this together, which is why it's only right you're paying for the mistakes we made together. Subpar cars and overly entitled executives. Together, we're holding on to the dream. That dream is luxury, and a gas-guzzling luxury car, created in a nation that's 95% condemned. We haven't forgotten what America wants. A hunk of overpriced shit that goes fast and gets you vapid pussy. Bravado. United we stand. Together we fall.
What will you do when you finally win the lottery?
I'm gonna have my ex-wife strangled by a hitman.
Start dreaming. Play the San Andreas State Lottery and have all your fantasies come true.
Rehab Island, a tiny island. 10 desperados who will do anything on television. No food, a massive pile of cocaine, and tons of relapses. Reality finally gets real on CNT.
Germs. It's kill or be killed in the great warfare in your home. Of all the places in your home, your carpet is the battleground where the fighting is the nastiest. That's where I come in. Mr. Spot. Ordinary cleaners leave stains, dirt, germs, and life behind. I don't. I kill everything. I clean and disinfect the toughest stains and kill 99.9% of germs and living tissue. I can cleanse a crime scene or strip a baby to the bone in less than an hour. Mr. Spot destroys away wine stains. Dead. Mud. Dead. Cat vomit, dead, including the cat. Moon blood, whatever it is, it's dead. Coffee, bye-bye, you're dead. Dead cheerleader, you're still dead. And ink stains, dead, dead, dead. Your teenager is shooting DNA on every surface of the house. Mr. Spot cleans it away. If you want, it'll even clean him away. Mr. Spot, a squirt is all you need, then boom, nothing lives on.
Criminals fear him. Police respect him. Women need him. Men envy him. He's the square-jawed yet world-weary hero your dad always wanted to be. He's the diamond in the rough, fighting crime by breaking rules that haven't been written yet. He's even, when appropriate, seen with ethnics and women. The Bald Eagle Broadcasting System presents Gordon Moorhead in Moorhead Rides Again! He smokes 60 a day. He drinks a quart of rye at lunch. He has incredible powers of reasoning. And he keeps America safe when government intervention cannot. Sleep easy, America. Someone else is worrying about things so you don't have to. This episode of Moorhead Rides Again is brought to you by Los Santos Affordable Homes and Redwood Tobacco. Before we start this week's episode of Moorhead Rides Again, we'd like to tell you about a remarkable free offer. You can own an incredible, genuine Gordon Moorhead detective badge, replica gun, and packet of candy cigarettes. So you can help protect your neighborhood the same way Gordon protects America. All you need to do is get your dad or uncle to write a check for $10. Send it in, and you'll be sent a certificate of graduation from the Moorhead School of Investigation, along with your badge, gun, and smokes. Work real crimes, solve murders, kill people with impunity, and smoke, just like a real crime fighter. Or sit on your couch wishing you had a dad who really loved you and a future as something other than a ninny. And now, Moorhead Rides Again in Moorhead and the Soviet Titwank, or Reds Under the Bed.
Read all about it! Read all about it! Soviet spies corrupting the nation! Read all about it! Communists ruining your family! Sleeping with your wife! Pleasuring her better than you ever could! Read all about it!
Molly, come in here and bring me some napalm.
Gordon, I'm right here. We're on TV now. Besides, we moved to the West Coast. We don't need napalm anymore. That's for clearing out the swamps of Vice City and setting bad guys on fire.
Exactly, Toots, which is why I was checking if you're paying attention. It's not your fault you're slow. You're made for making babies, and I'm made to think about making babies with you from behind while solving impossible crimes. Boy, do I miss old Pablo. What a sidekick. We solved some great crimes together. I think you're lying, you son of a bitch.
Ay, he's hot like a tamale.
Oh, get me a marshmallow. Those were the days. Get that, will you?
Of course, Gordon. Oh, Gordon, I'm so happy we moved from the swamps of Vice Beach to the desert paradise of Los Santos, where American ingenuity and just a little Canadian water has turned the harsh desert into a beautiful and very natural paradise of golf clubs, sprinkler systems, beautiful fruit farms, and hydroelectrical dams, filled with happy families and all the glamour of Vinewood. Oh, this place really is paradise, Gordon.
Silly me. And don't forget, Starter homes are very attractively priced here.
And I enjoyed a very exciting 2-hour traffic jam after doing calisthenics on the beach.
Exercise can be very dangerous for a woman, Molly. If you lose an ounce of that cushion, men will never court you. A man wants a woman with some thickness to her so she won't die during childbirth.
Oh, you're right again, Gordon. Oh, Gordon, this place is like a dream.
Even paradise has a dark side.
Is that a redwood you're smoking, Gordon?
Yes, a redwood. It's a vigorous cigarette that 9 out of 10 physicians recommend. All-American tobacco, of course. Smooth, sophisticated, and yet passionate and caring. A woman in your hands and a tiger in your lungs. Great while relaxing in a hospital, or while playing tennis or yachting.
Oh, Lord! Who's that?
Quiet, broad.
How?
Hello, Redskin. Aren't you on the wrong show?
I am, but actors' contracts are complicated things, and Central Casting ordered chief. I come from reservation. We live there like kings, but something has come to Los Santos that will disturb peace between white man and Indian.
If only Pablo were here. With his Mexican cunning, he could make sense of what this indigenous savage is going on about.
No, Pablo, he big problem.
Chief! Another chief.
That's right. Pablo's a hell of a problem. He's a goddamn communist.
Our Pablo?
Yes, squaw. For many moons, our peoples have lived happily together. We simple savages were honored to give up our land, so dregs from Europe build Midwest chain restaurants, kill 90% of our people and herd us into tiny pens, only letting us out to drink firewater and work construction jobs. But now, all this bliss is being ruined. Say, Paleface, got him redwood?
Yes, I'd like a redwood cigarette as well. Perfect for chiefs of all kinds everywhere.
For gentlemen from all walks of life.
How?
I'd like one too, but they're too manly for me.
Damn straight, Chippy. Hey, I don't understand what Pablo has to do with all this.
The Redskin says something terrible is coming. He thinks it's communism, Gordon, and he's not happy about it. His people could smell this stuff in the wind.
This land of freedom, not land to share equally.
What he's trying to say, Gordon, is this is a land of freedom, not a land to share equally.
I don't understand. Oh, being a woman, I can't help but stick my nose in where it doesn't belong and amble cluelessly through life. Can I fix you gentlemen a drink?
Damn straight you can, woman. 2 scotches and a ceremonial bowl of water for the chief.
I'm on wagon.
I'd use the local police force, but the fact is, Gordon, they're useless. Lone existentialist crime fighters like yourself, men with an addiction to justice. They're much better at fighting evil than government fat cats and bloated examples of America's descent into decadence.
Amen.
We think that the commies have infiltrated the moving pictures. They're writing subversive themes into scripts to influence our children and women. The fact is, there's only one kind of red we like in this country. A red skin who knows his place and wears feathers a lot while having very little understanding of syntax. Not goddamn communists.
There's communists? In Vinewood? Oh, but this used to be a nice country. Oh, Gordon, I'm scared.
I'm scared too, Molly, of what I'll do when I catch them.
Me scalp 'em big nasty.
All right. Simmer down.
Sorry.
We'll have to find a way to sneak onto that motion picture studio lot and have a look around, see?
I knew I can count on you. Who better to protect America than a drunk? A dame in a sensitive portrayal of indigenous people.
How about we smoke 'em peace pipe?
Oh, yeah.
I'm in.
Okay, all right, let's get out of here. I know exactly where to start.
Are we going to the movie studio?
No, Molly, we're going in here. Can't start a case without a fisted gin. Helps a man think. Now, where to find these pinkos? Hey there, partner, where you from?
Oh, I'm from Georgia.
Oh, I do love a peach.
Yeah, I'm real American. I sleep with sister and finger ship.
Well, no time to dilly-dally. I've got to solve this case, and I know just how to get into that movie lot.
Hey, Joey, look what I snuck from my old man. Gadzooks, Nancy. He'll be cross for sure. You'll get a serious spanking. Nah, he only spanks Mommy. Why should he enjoy all this refreshing flavor? Yay!
When Daddy's not looking, grab that pack. Don't worry about that cough or hack. Time to smoke, smoke, smoke really good. It's gotta be that filter tip. Redwood. Yeah.
I love you forever, Redwood cigarette.
Smoking is just as fun for kids as it is for parents. Have a Redwood.
Don't let adults have all the fun.
Halt! Where are you going?
Look the other way, pal. We're fighting communists.
Oh, I hate these communists. They killed my father in Stalingrad. Look in the writer's room. I hear the filthy socialists often meet there.
Oh, Gordon, I'm scared.
Shut up. You'll blow our cover.
Oh, I'm sorry, Gordon. Estrogen makes me weak-minded.
Let's not waste time. We haven't got a moment to lose on dull exposition or silly plot points. I want to go straight to the boss of this place. Vinewood is full of harlots and charlatans and socialist scum, and I want to know who is pulling the strings. We need to have a chat, bucko.
You've been overdoing the firewater again, huh? We can't afford to pay your kind for movie work. We're losing money. This is advertising money.
I'm no sitting bull, big chief pile of cash. I'm Gordon Moorhead, crime fighter, and I'm hunting commies, see? Ha! I knew it.
Those aren't mine. They belong to the maintenance man.
A likely story, blaming the honest poor.
I'm sorry, Mr. Zelder. I forgot my artificial hand.
You slipped by this time, but I'm convinced you're running a massive propaganda operation here. One that's hell-bent into turning this country into a bunch of weak-minded, overly considerate Lenin lovers.
Why, that's a bold-faced lie. Actors and movie executives would never push a liberal agenda. We studio bosses are too busy counting money all day and sleeping with young starlets to care about the dreck we're putting out. What you need to do is visit the writer's room. Yes, that's what you should do. What I need to do is get this young lady out from under my desk. No teeth, damn it.
Oops, sorry, Mr. Zelda. I didn't mean it.
Oh, Gordon, this is so scary.
Shut up. Running out of places to slap you. We're fighting a red menace here. We've got no time for emotion.
What did you do during the war, Gordon?
I fought fascism.
In Germany? Italy?
No, dumbass, Florida. Now shut your yap. We're here. Gadzooks! Someone's making monkeys of us. There must be another writer's room.
Don't worry. I will track them. Over there.
Ha! You're incredible, you savage.
Pablo!
That's not Pablo.
Yes, it is. Igor Pavlovich, rescue at large. Comrades, you're too late. Already I have flooded your movies with communist propaganda. Your workers they'll rise up, unionize, demand ridiculous wages, and then all American industry will fail and move to communist China. It's good plan, no?
Oh, please. Oh, that is rich. America will always be a pillar of industry. We're unstoppable. Our hunger and work ethic make us invincible. As if America would ever become fat, lazy, and entitled like you commies. And besides, I'm about to stop you.
Oh, that horrible, awful foreigner's getting away! Get him, Gordon!
No, bye-bye, comrades. I fall down.
Pablo! Hola, Senor Moorhead. Hola, Miss Momstein.
Oh, Pablo, where have you been?
I stopped for siesta and to have burrito.
Such a cunning people. They nap half the day and mix the same 4 ingredients and give it 20 different names.
Oh, can I get a chimichanga?
Gordon, I bring you a present.
But Pablo, Friendly's no longer a sponsor of this show.
Sí, but this is old script, muy viejo.
Well, in that case, give me a redwood, buy me a starter home, and stand the hell back. These people are about to be put on the cutting room floor.
I guess weeding out trouble never goes out of style.
How, muchacho?
And I guess I would like a redwood.
Join us next time for more adventures with Gordon, Molly, and the gang as they protect America's atomic secrets by setting some off, only on Moorhead rides again!
Pablo Rebazar makes $28 million a year. Dwayne Aller makes $35 million a year. You make $10 an hour. Failure this deep calls for a deep, slow-brewed beer. Lager, the official beer of American baseball. These guys are at the top of their game. You're at the bottom. Relive your glory days. Have a lager.
Bored? Stupid? How about a fulfilling career as a stunt double? To break into Vinewood, you just might have to break through a windshield. Cunning Stunt Academy is San Andreas' oldest accredited stunt school. We have classes in high-speed accidents, taking a baseball bat to the face, getting shot, knifed in the back, falling off a building on fire, and getting run over. If you make it through our course, you are ready for the big screen.
Make dull and vain famous people look cool by dressing up as them and risking your life and future health. Then have your face digitally removed on a green screen.
The Cunning Stunt Academy trains women too. Ooh. Have a nice rack? Vinewood needs stunt tits to show when an A-list celebrity is too bashful or has pancake nipples. The Cunning Stunt Academy. Fame. It's worth any price.
What happens when man's best friend becomes dinner? Dude Eat Dog, the reality cooking show that will have you looking at Fido in whole new, delicious ways. It's Bow Wow Chow, Dude Eat Dog on CNT.
Welcome to Los Santos, the city of celluloid, sin, and cellulite removal. From dead starlets in Vinewood, to the gangbangers in Davis and Strawberry, and terracels in Chumash, to the drunken tourists in Del Perro Pier. It's time to take a look inside this cesspit of destroyed dreams, drug-addled degenerates, and deluded desperados that make up this great city of lights. Hi. I'm decorated FIB agent Stephen Haynes. The FIB, the police department, and the sheriff's office are fighting a war out here every day in a city where dreams too often become wet with tears. The Los Santos docks. This is where it all begins. The second largest port in the world, the great orifice of American capitalism. Stuff coming in, garbage going out. And hidden in over 2 million containers a day, God only knows where. The cartels pay off some low-level schlub, and suddenly you've got military-grade weapons, badly cut crystal meth, and grade A yayo from Mexico flooding our streets. And once it hits the hood, it's anarchy, with a side of murder hold to fries. Or maybe the Chinese are slipping some of our high-security weapons systems in with the recycling, and we're giving up our national security for nothing? Who knows? Who cares? As long as the financial party continues, we'll just keep picking up the pieces. A word to the wise, kids. Never use PCP. It makes you want to punch cops and run around naked, and not necessarily always in that order. Most of the time, this illicit cargo makes it straight to the gangs. But sometimes an ordinary Joe lets go and loses his shit after a pipe or two of pleasure dust. The Vagos, bloodthirsty Chicanos with a predilection for pain, papaya juice, and spicy plantains. They're one of the largest Mexican street gangs in the city, with rumored connections to several major mafias. While half the battle out here is fought with guns, the other half is with informants. Sometimes you need to become the bad guys to bust the bad guys. All right, guys, let's go. When the Ballas and the families aren't shooting each other, they're selling the dope that the junkies are shooting into their veins. The families love sports almost as much as they love banging. Flashy, arrogant, competitive, and aggressive, they are lifelong bitter enemies of the Ballas. Wearing the colors of the feud or the Corkers, the families call themselves Gang Green. Of course, like all families, they love a good squabble. Subdivided into sets, such as the Chamberlain Gangsters or the Carson Avenue set, it turns out the families love shooting each other almost as much as they love shooting Ballas. Now, the LSPD have had many run-ins with various family sets over the years. With the Ballas, the FIB take a more community outreach approach. Hey guys, stay out of trouble now.
Suck my Steve fucking Haynes.
Now, the Ballas fly the colors of the Los Santos Panic, or the Boers, purple, because they are the bruise on the face of this city. While some thugs obviously prefer 4 wheels, other desperados prefer 2. Leather, exhaust, and drugs. No, this isn't an exotic S&M party. These are one of the nation's toughest outlaw motorcycle gangs, the Lost. Rumors are they get a new tattoo for every person they stab. And it's definitely okay for your motorcycle mama to show her breast to your friends. The FIB has been tracking the Lost for years. We've jumped from coast to coast and have spent more time in the Midwest than a tornado spotter. When they're not running meth, they're smoking it. Or so I hear, a dangerous new drug on the streets called toilet cleaner. And believe me, your toilet will be cleaned after you've smoked some of it. Of course, Vinewood being Vinewood, it's not all about leathery dudes trying to show off on their motorbikes or roided up gangbangers stuck in some 90s time warp. This is the town that made mass murder into nostalgia. Of course, to become truly popular, your murder has to be both unsolved and gruesome. In a town full of alien spotters, adults dressed as zombies, and entertainers dressed as cartoon characters, it takes something particularly awful to really catch people's attention. The famous, unsolved murder of a Vinewood starlet is one such case. For years, horny nerds have wondered what happened to Leonora Johnson, and if they would have plucked up the courage to speak to her or kill her themselves. It's inspired filmmakers, writers, and copycat killers. Conspiracy theorists have blamed various celebrities, the mayor, the Soviets, short skirts, women's liberation, and hidden aliens embedded amongst us for the murder. But not all crime is premeditated. Maybe drinking's your thing. Look at this drunken buffoon, proving that there doesn't always need to be criminal intent to cause serious criminal damage. Or maybe you're just an overprivileged poppycock, living on daddy's pension and protesting about the unfairness of capitalism. Maybe stock market manipulation is your bag, or loan sharking, double identity theft, assassination, or even worse, swinging. On our next episode, I, Stephen Haynes, will show you the flashier side of crime in Los Santos. Illegal street racing, cocaine, and vice. Yes, speed, snort, and sex. The alliterative threesome that helped hook America on the underbelly of paradise.
In times like these, it's important to remember the good things. Sure, the economy may be a little rough, and we may be shuttering schools, hospitals, and libraries to pay union pensions. But San Andreas is still the place where dreams are made. This is where counterculture began and then morphed into a nanny state. A place that preaches environmental stewardship but has a terrible public transit system and the worst air in the world. Experience more of San Andreas, the suburban sprawl. No sense of community and no building more than 30 years old. Where fluffy children's theme park animals are both our heritage and our culture. San Andreas leads the country in removing pristine first-growth forest to build generic strip malls and tract mansions. San Andreas, we won't be broken hypocrites forever. Brought to you by the San Andreas Tourism Board.
You can
cancel that gym membership because Fat Chips have all the crunches you need. Finally, snacks have gotten healthy. We've taken the humble but deadly potato chip and taken away a whole lot of fat and added a whole heap of fat.
Damn!
Confused? You won't be. With a controlled exercise and diet plan, the pounds just fall off and the fat gets radical. It's time to take health to the streets. It's time to make health cool. Try all new healthy flavors like radical sour cream and black licorice quinoa, funky honey mustard greens and ketchup prawns, chipotle wheatgrass, Bavarian car key party, dry Greek rub greens, and Norwegian salmon rancher surprise. Yum! Fat Chips. Get crunching and stop crunches. We've made healthy snacking cool.
Princess Robot Bubblegum! What are you doing, Master?
I'm reading the comments on your recent videos. These people are a little...
They're a bunch of horny, lonely perverts.
Those are your fans. Be respectful. Do not bite the hand that feeds.
Okay, so what are they saying about me?
Oh, let me see here. This one said that your boyfriend is too feminine. Like he played both sides of the sushi bar, but he don't like fish or surf clam. He only like octopus. But this is a terrible analogy. Where's that useless cutesy sidekick of yours that walks on the tips of his toes? What the hell?
Saki makes Gemstone go boom!
Saki, you little alcoholic shitbag, are you okay?
Oh, he's fine. It's just a concussion and massive internal bleeding or something. Poke him.
That wasn't Saki's illicit booze bath. Something is going on outside.
So definitely now this guy really dead. He's like a furry pancake. Oh, we could license that. Yes, that's what we do. License part of a balanced breakfast. Princess Robot Bubblegum, crispy snatchy pops, and special furry pancakes.
Oh no!
Oh, the ancient ones warned this day would come.
What ancient ones, Master?
Oh, those geriatric tight asses at the bank. They say they're gonna foreclose on me, knock down the secret temple, and build a 24-hour drive-through massage parlor with, you know, the human traffic Australian chicks. They love it. You don't even have to leave your car. You just reach through the window, wanky, wanky, wanky. Hey, bloke, you want a cockatoo? You know.
Okay, girl. Okay, girl, there is a big wrecking ball outside, and they're gonna smash your house down.
We know!
Calm down, bitch. You're gonna ruin my hair.
Master, you taught me discipline. Why haven't you paid the bills?
I was very distracted. I have a 300-year mortgage to pay, and my pension got cut. It's hard time for everybody.
Pension? I thought you was the ancient ninja master, is what you told me.
I am. Many years ago, I was an ancient ninja postmaster. For about 5 years. Then I retire on a 275-year pension. I can throw a postcard across the room and give you a terrible paper cut. The post office was horrible. Licking, stamping, licking, and licking. God damn it, it's like dealing with my second wife. Your face goes numb, you take a coffee break, you turn back to a soul-crushing job that leaves you feeling terrible afterwards.
Hello, Master? How are we gonna save our house?
Fuck define. Wait, merchandising.
But Master, since the last DVD got edited by censors in the West, we don't sell so many. So no more merchandising. No more Princess Robot Bubblegum dolls, or pencil cases, or rulers, or blow-up companions, or love balls, or erotic massage oils, or all the other creepy shit you've sunk all our money into.
Sometimes the path is not straight, but is still true. Oh, I like that line. I like that. Maybe I sell it on a bumper sticker. Anyway, the path of truth is still the path of merchandising. Personal merchandising. Merch, merch, merch.
I never knew you worked in marketing.
Oh, it's easy. Any fool with half an MBA can do it. Listen, you will save our house in the time-honored way. You will please horny men one after the other. They will be standing in line for a chance at you, and we can charge them $20 a pop.
Master, I won't be a massage girl.
No, stupid bitch. We go to comic convention. You sign an autograph, and we sell some more action figures. We rebrand the erotic oil as a personal usage erotic oil for the lonely lover, and the branded socks to clean yourself up with afterwards. You know, it's prostitution of a different kind, but legal, personal merchandising. Oh, it makes my loins ache.
Oh, this is so exciting. Never in my years of being a blind androgynous child with a huge sword could I have imagined such wonders.
Yes, truly the script writers have reached new heights. Time for an incongruous clip of an arousing girl fight. You see? You like that? You do, don't you?
My poor little Saki. He was always drunk and slept in my underwear drawer, but I loved him like a brother.
Please, that's like the last 5 guys you got out with.
Master, what are you doing?
Fuck that little blue raccoon. We'll get you a new one.
Master!
Oh, please. Oh, please. Ni hao na. Ni hao na. Turn off the water. Shut up! Cry me a river. You're a big girl. This is exciting rebranding opportunity. Nothing sells like a cute animal sidekick. We have auditions. We'll change them every season. Flavor of the month. Fuck it.
Grindy.
Smoker!
Poopy! Where are we, Germany?
Okay, you'll do.
Humpy.
Audition over. Blind boy, kill the rest. Come on, we've got to get to the convention center and save this ancient temple.
There's some bad shit on the floor.
Princess Robot Bubblegum is brought to you by
No-Go Vodka. The new premium vodkas come from a place where everyone's depressed, most people are unemployed, and a few rich people have stolen all the money. Not Russia, the Midwest. No-Go. Premium vodka from the heartland, not the motherland.
Oh, this place smells something terrible. It's like a fat person's armpit, Cuddy, for real. And nobody's buying nothing.
That is my special vapor machine. It attracts nerds with the smell of unwashed loneliness. It is very powerful. That's why I bring this. When the battle rages hardest, every warrior know you have to fend for yourselves. Put that shit on a sticker.
I thought your last film was really lacking. Anime has moved beyond your hackneyed stereotypes. Clothes made from belts, an emo character, tentacle rape. It's just such a cliche. It's not like in Rapefest Quark Zoom, where they subvert the cliches by embracing them and then undermining them by making them all true. But then that's written by a genius, whereas your show is such a hack job. Seriously, where do they find these people?
Are you going to fucking buy something? Oh, have you met Humpy? He's the hot new sidekick.
Humpy Plum
You're old news. The future of anime is shiny wasabi kitty. She's awesome.
Wait, who's that?
That is Shiny Wasabi Kitty.
Hello, nerd.
I trained her many years ago. She was my pupil, but she turned evil.
Girl, I'm blind and I knew that bitch was evil. I could smell it. She had sulfur spewing down south. And she is overtly sexy, but also tough and good at fighting, just like every nerd really wants.
But how is she evil?
Oh, she won a larger cut of residuals. I tell her you are just like my last boy band, in ass.
I like boy bands.
She seems to be doing just fine without you.
All right, girl, listen what we need to do. We need to sabotage that bitch. We won't get rid of the competition, okay? Come on, Humpy. You with me, girl?
Humpy sabotage!
Listen up, listen. You listening? Okay. Let's do something really impressive that we haven't figured out yet and get people liking our show again. Is what we're gonna do. By the way, how I look?
Humpy!
Her sidekick is humping. It's so postmodern. I want to buy a t-shirt.
What a cute, horny sidekick. How about you come on my show? I'll give you 5%.
Humpy like percentages. Winky winky time.
Stop that. That's demeaning to women.
No, it's not. This is great. It's art.
Who are you to determine what's demeaning to women?
It's not demeaning. You subvert the cliches.
I am the cliches. Look at me.
Bitch fight!
Reverse cowgirl, cherry bomb sparkle.
Smiley cheesecake party time shopper.
This is really, really subverting those cliches.
Too horny to fight cliches. Stop! Why? You've stolen my fans and my sidekick, and I'm going to lose my house.
Yeah, you defected from me, you fucking whole bag.
Stop crying and start fighting.
Take your clothes off.
Stop indulging them. Watch this. It's just as much fun.
Wait, whoa!
You try. Wow, that felt liberating, right?
What's happening? I love you, Princess Robot Bubblegum.
Wow, that was awesome! But we'll still lose the house, and now we have no fans left. I'm sorry, Master.
Are you kidding me? I got the whole thing on my smartphone. Put behind paywall, make episodic, all merchandising.
Merchandising!
And subverting all the cliches.
And now, if I could get you two to maybe, kiss or delicately fondle each other, or even not so delicate.
Humpy freeze frame time!
Oh no, why are you on the ceiling? Is it the anti-gravity gun again? Shit nozzles.
No, we've been shot with the anti-narrative gun. This episode makes no sense.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we ran out of ideas how to end this episode. So I'm just gonna sing a song to you. How come you smell so Asian, but you look so Caucasian? I can't get next to your little girl. I'm gonna break you in half, little Japanese woman. Oh, I like them big eyes like saucers and a small mouth like a mouse's ear. Get rid of that sissy manual. Oh, yeah.
Shut the fuck up, singing plant ass bitch. How I look?
When my dad had a heart attack, we rushed him to Central Los Santos Hospital. I was so scared. Thanks to the treatment he received there, he unfortunately died. My family learned our lesson. That place sucks.
Heart attacks won't kill you. The wrong choice in hospitals will. Take your loved one to Mount Zona Medical Center. Mount Zona is #1 in heart attacks, brain hemorrhages, Tourette's,
Fuck shit cunt!
strokes, hemorrhoids, leprosy, elephantitis, cardiac failure, and loose stools. You have a choice in hospitals, so pick the one with the largest advertising budget. Mount Zona Medical Center.
American plastic surgery is too expensive. Why not do like the rest of American industry and reduce your cost by going abroad? Implant Outsource, the reality show that sends contestants to exotic locations for permanent body modification. Pirates love booty. Why not get ass implants in Somalia? Take a relaxing vacation in Mongolia, the land of Genghis Khan, and get your legs lengthened. Or a second penis installed in Tijuana. Implant Outsource, Mondays on CNT.
Impotent Rage, the liberal superhero.
He'll save the day for straight or gay.
Impotent Rage.
Tax the rich, rob the poor, even though he funnels money offshore.
Impotent Rage.
Get eco awards in a jet plane.
We're sacrificing together. I feel your pain.
Impotent Rage.
Eat organic, recycle, or I'll have a fit.
He's a judgmental hypocrite.
Union entitlements rule. Ban God in school. Smack for junkies. Welfare for flunkies.
Impotent Rage, the liberal superhero.
I just care too much.
What do we want? Less work. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Hand jobs.
Everyone get back to work. What the hell is this? Get back to work. Impotent Rage. Impotent Rage. Impotent Rage. Impotent Rage. Impotent Rage. Rage. Safety first. Hey, fellas. What's going on here?
Oh, Impotent Rage!
Thank God you're here.
We're being oppressed by an evil corporation.
Our bosses want us to actually work.
It won't guarantee us 200% raises.
Summer Fridays off and pensions for life after retiring at 37.
Why, that's outrageous! But we're going out of business if we don't make some changes. They want free snacks, massages, and raises every year. And most of them go on disability with full pay anyway.
You revolting chiselers, you!
They're trying to fire me for sleeping at my desk.
You were drunk!
Why, you would be too!
He's just deadening the pain inside from being trapped as a mediocre cog in the dead-end machine of capitalism.
But he's the CFO! I said American workers should be able to retire at age 35 and receive health care! And a salary for life on your dime. Otherwise, what's the point? That's impossible! That's not how economics work, don't you understand? I'm extremely rich! I understand how economics work and what the working class needs! They want a six-pack of beer, an eager girl in their pickup truck, and a depressing folk tune playing on the radio. This here's a free country, boy! Free, but with thousands of rules and regulations to keep greedy corporations like you in line. If you don't like it, move to China. But because of the free trade agreement, that's where we'll have to move the company if we don't want to go out of business. We just want a sensible discussion of the issue. Oh, you're nothing short of a disgrace. If peaceful protest won't change your mind, we're going to have to solve this the old-fashioned way. With mind-bending, liberal, impotent rage! A victory for the working man! My work here is done.
But our workplace is destroyed.
Ah, hell, go on welfare. Kick back, get a six-pack and relax. You deserve it after all this work.
We just want to work.
Braxton Industries, headed by billionaire liberal playboy Braxton Hunter, recently celebrated the closing of another highway to install more bike lanes and collective urban farms. Braxton recently returned from a trip to Antarctica on his private jumbo jet, where he'd been to accept an environmental award. Some critics say that Hunter is also the caped superhero Impotent Rage, because they look exactly alike and have the same voice, and Impotent Rage tends to show up right after Mr. Hunter quietly sneaks out. He has emphatically denied they are the same person.
A hero of the liberal media, others say Hunter is a rich, entitled asshole with too much time on his hands.
What? I am not a rich, entitled asshole with too much time on my hands. Woo, baby! Now that is one productive day's work. I'm gonna go home and do some yoga, drink some wheatgrass, and go to my favorite farmer's market.
Good morning, Braxton. You look great. You've got a bunch of voicemail messages.
From whom?
Uberman.
Uberman! My arch nemesis! I hate that right-wing bully!
Hey,
rage, you pathetic hypocrite. I was just eating some whale sashimi and a manatee steak when my thoughts turned to you. Dumb, slow vegetarians whom the state will no longer protect. See you around, schmucko.
Oh, do I hate that man. Do I despise him.
Braxton, there. I know a way to calm you down. Something wet and relaxing that you'll really like.
Oh, a flaxseed smoothie. You've got a great idea, baby.
Braxton, I need to tell you something. I'm in love with you. I want you to take me, rip my clothes off, and thrust yourself inside me. Sometimes I feel like you don't even notice I'm here.
I'm sorry, what were you saying? Oh, it's okay, it's okay. I get emotional about this stuff too, Violet. The environment, marriage rights, hemp clothing, recycling, placenta cakes. You know, I became a liberal at a very young age. My parents were... Violet, we're about to start the flashback sequence, so please wiggle back and forth for me now.
Okay.
My parents moved here as immigrants from Vice City and built a huge empire, exploiting people mercilessly. My father made a fortune strip mining, whaling, dumping toxic pollution, and marketing tobacco. He was a womanizer. And much more interesting to me, he belittled me constantly. And then he died before he could write me out of his will. And so I became the majority shareholder in a huge multinational company. I traveled the world. I joined lots of NGOs and did what any other impossibly rich, sexually confused rich kid does. Became a superhero. Through the art of self-meditation, yoga, and a freak green energy accident, which gave me unnatural godlike powers, I became impotent rage. Wait, what's that?
What is it?
It's my echo sense going off. That man isn't recycling.
Hey, Neanderthal! Do you know what century it is? Recycle that soda can, or I'll come down there and teach you a lesson you won't forget in a hurry! I can't stand being disrespected like this! The bullshit cunt.
Braxton, quick, to the anger room.
Oh, wow. Oh my God. All this relentless, self-righteous posturing. It's exhausting. It's exhausting. What is it? High-tech device of the future I personally invented, even though I am otherwise entirely incompetent?
Impotent rage, there's some trouble down by the river.
Fascism never sleeps. Violet!
I'm over here.
Of course you are. Why are you wearing that ridiculous outfit?
I thought superheroes run around in their underwear, so should their assistants. I thought you would like it.
Violet, it's that kind of hypersexualized clothing that exploits and demeans women.
Fuck me.
Fuck me! Time for impotent rage!
Where is it?
Here.
For the record, this is an organic, entirely fair trade cotton one piece that is dyed in berry juice, harvested by a lesbian commune. And it's every bit as effective at fighting crime as the synthetic fibers made popular by some of my rivals. Quick, to the suit-up montage!
Braxton?
What's this?
That's the cost to animate your overly elaborate and lengthy suit-up montage.
Got it. Okay, skip the montage. Let's go straight to impotent rage! Impotent rage!
We'll be back after these commercials.
There are over 8 million species of migratory birds that travel through San Andreas. But every day, hundreds of thousands of birds are slaughtered by a not-so-silent predator, windmills. So-called environmentalists' desperate need to destroy our state's indigenous oil industry will lead to noisy, nature-killing windmills literally in your backyard.
At San Andreas Water and Power, we're working with state and local officials to make sure that windmills and solar panels don't ruin our pristine environment. Let's keep the power on. Nature, and in particular our beautiful birds, will thank you. Nothing is more dangerous for a bird than a slow-moving windmill. They, like any half-sentient creature, much prefer 100-acre industrial plants spewing out noxious chemicals. Let's all work together to preserve our environment. San Andreas Water and Power.
No more fracking! No more fracking!
No more fracking! No more fracking! What's going on here? These protesters want to stop us from fracking. You conservatives! Always trying to stop loving people from fracking. What century are you living in? If these three men want to frack each other, what business is it of yours? If these two want to spit roast this guy, why do I care?
What? But they want to drill really deep and make a mess.
Why, they say that's the joy of fracking. Why, I'll bet this happy fellow is a top. I say what? Fracking is what makes the world go round. Everyone is free to frack who they want, what they want, and where they want. I myself would frack all the time if it weren't that my superpowers have adversely affected my fracking prowess. Oh yeah! I do love big, delicious penises. You have to help us, impotent rage. We're being oppressed. I've had about enough of your Stone Age outrage. You angry conservatives are all pent-up homosexuals yourselves!
Hey, but we're not conservatives, we're protesters. Hey, what's going on? What are you doing?
There! That should sort things out for everyone. You just keep on fracking, boys. Does anyone want a photo for their Life Invader page? I really do exist. And I prove not all closeted rich guys are creepy.
Oh, impotent rage. You're such an ignoramus.
Uberman! You littering peg! I was wondering when you turn up.
Oh, my suit is so fancy. This suit is actually pleasuring me right now. Oh, who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Yang! You've worked yourself up into such a liberal lather that you actually ended up helping the opposition. These are natural gas wells that pollute the environment, not three old queens into P&P.
What? Oh, no! What have I done? Maybe I'll donate some money to charities. Build a statue of a kid in a wheelchair? That will clear my conscience.
I've come to save the day again. From you. The common herd needs a genetically superior synthetic fiber-clad sociopath lunatic to look up to. Not a soy latte sipping dweeb with a flaccid... Well, you get the point. But first, I'm off to drill some oil wells in environmentally sensitive wetlands. Goodbye, impotent rag.
No! I must stop him. To the impotent mobile electric car! Initiate solar panel sequence! Right away! Oh, God! Damn it! I hate you! Why must the conservatives always win?
This is America. Our fires burn bright, especially in the trash barrels that keep people warm, or after a riot because there's no jobs. America is hurting. We're at each other's throats, wondering if this country can ever come back from the abyss while bankers loot the coffers. The thing about steel, it's hot and cold at the same time, like a woman, or Lady Happiness. We made the problems, and we're solving them together, because we're in this together, which is why it's only right you're paying for the mistakes we made together. Subpar cars and overly entitled executives. Together, we're holding on to the dream. Get you, pussy. Bravado. United we stand. Together we fall.
I never die.
Hey, if you're not growing, you're slowing, boss. How about we bring another business into our portfolio?
here's Molly and the gang.
It is beautiful, son. About the most goddamn beautiful thing I ever seen. You see, it's what we spent all these months and years fighting for. Freedom. I'm speaking of the freedom to buy lots of plastic rack crap made in foreign countries by adorable slant-eyed kids in sweatshops. Crap that breaks and is instant.
Bored? Stupid? How about a fulfilling career as a stunt double?
Leave fishing and responsible.
Hello, you're through to Pegasus Lifestyle Management. How can I help? Great. So it's available for pickup at our nearest location, sir.
Which one of my skills is required? No problem. I'll get him off your back.